Welcome back to this week's BCB Full Time Out. Let's talk this week about one of our founding principles, one of our founding quotes that we've lived off of at BCB since we started back in 2011. And it's this 3D philosophy that we communicate with to our players, to most new athletes that we have come train with us. And I'll leave you the quote and then tell you a little bit about it, which the quote is this: direction and discipline, not intention, determines our dreams. And kind of stole a little bit from Pastor Andy Stanley on that and put our own spin to it. But again, direction and discipline. Direction, which is our plan, and discipline. That's what we do on a daily basis. Not intention, not what we want, not what you want, determines our dreams. And the 3 Ds are this: what you start with your dreams, then you have your direction, and then you have your discipline. And when you have all 3 Ds going on, when you can live out the 3D approach, you can accomplish almost anything. I'll give you one small example. Say you want to be a big-time three-point shooter, which in today's game can take you places. You're going to play more minutes, you're going to be more value, you're going to potentially get a college scholarship. You have opportunities to move up levels when you can be a big-time shooter. So the dream would be, I want to be a 40% three-point shooter. That's my dream. Okay, that's great. So does everybody else. That's not why you're going to become it. The second piece, which very few do this, they actually have a plan in place. My plan is to shoot 6 out of 7 days a week. I'm going to make 200 threes. I'm going to chart it. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to do that 6 out of 7 days a week. Okay, now that's your plan. If you have these 2 Ds, you're on your way. But this is where specialness happens. And the specialness happens in the 3rd D. When you don't need mom, you don't need a dad, you don't need a coach, you don't need a trainer to tell you every day, to motivate you, to inspire you every day. They can be a part of the process, but if you rely on them, it's not going to happen. But the 3rd D is discipline. Do you have the discipline? Do I have the discipline to go out every single day and do what I said I'm going to do? And when you can develop that, you can accomplish it. So, my challenge, athletes, coaches watching this, use this with your athletes. Decide what your dream is, and you can pick multiple ones. You might have one in the weight room, you might have one off the court, you might have one in your academics, you might have multiple as a player. Start with a dream, write it down on paper. 2, develop the direction or the plan on how you're going to do it. And then the last one is discipline. You start charting on a daily basis. You write it in your book, write it in a journal, and see how you are in living it out. I'm excited for you to go after it. Stop waiting around. Stop talking about it. Start being about it. That's your BCB Weekly Huddle. Have a great week.